Alright guys, so today's video is pretty special. JBL reached out because they wanted me to check out one of their new gaming headsets, and I was down for it because the fact that JBL is entering the gaming market, to me, is pretty interesting. But on top of that, they also sent me this really incredible package that has a lot of JBL products in it, and I decided this would be a really good opportunity to do a giveaway. Now, I will have some more information on that a little bit later in the video on how you can win, but first, let's check out the JBL Quantum 800. Now, this is a gaming headset that comes in at $200, and if you're like me, at first I was thinking $200 is a lot of money for a gaming headset. But what separates these from other gaming headsets is you can use them in almost any way possible. Comes with a 2.4 gigahertz dongle so that you can use them wirelessly that way. It also has Bluetooth built in so that you can use them on pretty much any mobile device you have. And then you're also able to use them with a normal 3.5mm wired connection as well. So any way that you can use headphones, you will be able to use these. Now, on top of that, they also have active noise canceling and DTS:X surround sound. So that's a lot of features, and the $200 price tag doesn't seem to be as bad when you start to take that into consideration. Now, moving over to checking out the headset itself, the first thing you're going to notice is it looks like a gaming headset. When it's on, it has the RGB lighting, which if you download the JBL software on your PC, you're able to customize the lighting. You're also able to change between a bunch of different preset EQs. You have control over the surround sound, and so I definitely recommend downloading that software. Now, on the headset itself, you do have the buttons to be able to turn on and off the surround sound, and you can even turn it into pass-through mode so that you're able to hear your surroundings. You also have the game and chat dial. You also have your volume rocker, and then you have a mic mute button, or on the built-in microphone, you can simply just push the microphone down to be able to use it, and then push it up, and it will automatically mute that way. Now, one thing I really would change on these is I would like to see the microphone be removable. That way you can actually use these out and about as a normal pair of headphones and it not look like a gaming headset. Now, on the right ear cup, you have your power switch and your Bluetooth pairing button, as to where on the left-hand side, you have your 3.5mm and USB-C input. Now, the headset itself, I think, is built very well. I think there's plenty of padding on the top. It's like a pleather type material. Now, if you are going to be wearing these for a long period of time, I do notice that I feel a little bit of weight on the top of my head. So you are going to want to take breaks from time to time just to keep from feeling that. Now, the ear pads on these are extremely soft. They are also the pleather material, and you can tell that the memory foam on here is very thick and it's just very well padded. And also inside the ear cups, you can actually see through and see the drivers in the ear cups. And I just like that. It's just something that caught my attention. And one thing I'm not a huge fan of, which seems to be the norm when it comes to wireless gaming headsets, is the exposed cable that's within the headband. Now, I do like that it is a thicker cable here. It makes me feel better about these tearing or clipping or anything like that. So it is a nice touch they went with a better material than some other gaming headsets. Now, the microphone on these, I think, does an excellent job of picking up my voice. I think it is a really good representation of what my actual voice sounds like, but you guys can be a judge by listening to a test here. Alright guys, so here is a mic test of the JBL Quantum 800. Again, I think this sounds really close to what my voice sounds like. It has a natural feel and not so much a digital feel, but this is what it would sound like while you're gaming or using it for online chats or anything like that. So now, before we talk about the sound, if you're like me and you're going to use this on PC, the first thing that I want to point out is I felt like the volume was really low. Now, I noticed I had to go into the sound settings on my computer and switch it over to the setting that said JBL speakers. That made the volume go extremely loud on these and definitely brought out a lot of the sound that the default JBL headset wasn't bringing out. So I don't know what's really going on there, but the speaker setting definitely blew me away. Because when it comes to bass, there is a ton of bass impact on these. It really does feel like a pair of JBL headphones. The bass is really tight, but it has a lot of impact. So if you're playing games where there's explosions or gunshots, you're able to feel that. Now, when it comes to music, it also lets you feel the impact of drums, but it has a tight feel to it, so it doesn't get sloppy and just ruin your mids and your highs. And the mids on these are actually really good. Being able to hear dialogue cleanly, and being able to pick up footsteps and hear subtle sounds like that is easy to do with these. The treble has a nice bright feel to it. Again, it just feels like you're taking sound and tuning everything up, but not in an unpleasing way. It still had a natural tone to it, just turned up a little bit. So when it comes to the Soundstage and the sound imaging, normally on a pair that has surround sound, you think it's giving you this really open feel, but I feel like surround sound is just a gimmick, and that's no matter what headset or headphone that I'm using. I feel like it's just trying to do things that the headset's not meant to do. It's basically trying to make you feel like you have 7 speakers when you really only have 2. So I'd still just preferred to use them in stereo mode, but I still felt like I had a very open sound and I had no issues being able to tell where things are coming from. Now this headphone is not perfect. I do have a couple of cons with these, one being that this exposed cable I wish would go away. And then really my only other complaint is I wish the microphone was removable so that you could use these as a normal pair of headphones while you're out and about. There's no way to get around these looking like a gaming headset when you have the microphone attached and it looks the way that it does. So overall, I think the JBL Quantum 800 is a very impressive headset slash headphone for $200. I think it is a pair of headphones that you can buy, and it can pretty much replace all of your headphone needs, and you don't have to have a gaming headset for gaming and then a pair of headphones for watching movies or listening to music. This pair can do it all. So now let's check out all of the other stuff that JBL sent in this package that I'm going to do a giveaway where you get the gaming headset and you get all of these items they've included. One of the items is the JBL Flip 5 Bluetooth speaker. It really is one of my favorite Bluetooth speakers because one, it's small, it also is completely waterproof, and then it has that bass impact that I feel JBL's known for. And then they've also included a pair of the JBL Tune 120 truly wireless earbuds, which again has incredible bass. And then you're going to get around 16 hours of battery life total using the case. And then another thing that surprised me in here is they included a JBL branded 256 gig portable solid state drive. So if you carry around your laptop or your tablet, you want to be able to access all your files on a drive that is super fast and really light. I think this is just an awesome thing to have because it's not something they actually sell in stores. And another thing that's included that they don't sell is a JBL branded power bank. Now this has a 10,000 milliamp battery in it, and it has 2 USB inputs, a USB-C input, and a micro USB. So basically anything you have that is portable, you're gonna be able to plug into here and get really good battery life. And then some other interesting things in here as well is a JBL Quantum water bottle, a JBL pop socket, and a bunch of different JBL stickers. I think the overall value of this is probably somewhere between $600 to $700. And since this was something that JBL sent to me, and I like to be able to give back to my subscribers, I don't necessarily do giveaways often because there's no way that you could just give away to everybody. I thought this was a very good opportunity, and the rules on this is simple. All I want you to do is just leave any comment you want in the comment section. And then we'll say a week from today, which will be June 26th, I'll just use the random comment selector, which means that I'm not the one personally picking the comments. It's just software that's going through and doing that for me. And then I'll reach out to you personally and then put the winner in the description below. This is just a great opportunity, and I want to thank JBL again for sending all of this stuff out. And good luck to everybody that puts a comment below. But guys, that's my video on the JBL Quantum 800. Thank you so much for checking out this video. Thank you so much for checking out all the other videos. And as always, make sure to stay tuned for more.